Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the Profitable Mindset Podcast.
Welcome to the Profitable Mindset, a show dedicated to teaching you the skills you need to build a profitable product-based business that makes you feel free and fully in control. Here is your host, Charlotte Smith.
Hey there, welcome to episode number 48, where I'm going to teach you 4 powerful and simple steps to create more time. It's an amazing training I have for you today. Some of you may be joining me live today if you signed up for the webinar, and you'll get the video replay. But if you couldn't make it to the video and the webinar, I've got the same training right here on the podcast. But first, I want to talk to you about my new program, Master Your Time, Master Your Life. I've spent the summer creating this program. It's finally ready for me to launch and teach you how to get in control of your life and stop living in overwhelm, feeling like you're not getting done what you want to get done, feeling like you're not accomplishing all you set out to. Imagine a life, and this program will help you get to this life, where you wake up every day and you know exactly what you have to do during the day. And when you get through the day, you feel accomplished. And if any sudden surprises come up during the day, like the babysitter cancels, the kids get sick, the cows are dying because you switched out the feed, or there's a frost and all of a sudden you've lost the last few weeks of your CSA season, those things can still go on in your day, and you can still manage them with grace and ease. That's what you're going to learn in this new program. It's a combination of my skills in time management that I teach you in 9 training videos, and it's then 6 weeks of group coaching. It's the most phenomenally life-transforming thing I think I've ever done. So find out all about that at 3cowmarketing.com/time. Go there, check that out. But now I want to dive into 4 powerful steps that are simple to help you create more time. Why am I doing this? Well, so many of you come to me every day. I see it in my emails, but also in the comments all over social media about how you have too much to do, you're overwhelmed, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to focus on. You guys, your most valuable asset is time, and many of you are not using it to the extent that you could. You're not feeling fulfilled. I'm going to help you with this. I want you to know, or maybe you probably know this, but I want to raise your awareness that we can always make more money. We can always get more customers. I teach you how to do both those things with ease. You can do that. You can create more of your products. You can create more value in your business. You can create more wonderful experiences. But what you can't do is you can't create more time. You can only learn to manage your time. And I can tell you, if you don't learn to manage your time, you're never going to get where you want to be in your life. This is not something we're taught in school. So that's why I'm here teaching this to you. Many people feel like if they do have any extra time, they feel guilty using it for themselves, or to reach their goal, or to even take a rest, or do something they want to do. So also in my program, I'm going to teach you how to overcome and manage the feelings of guilt you often end up with. And you're going to learn to create every day with intention and accomplish exactly what you want to do. You will learn to feel rested. You'll learn to feel fulfilled. And even when surprises and struggles and complications happen, you will still be able to handle them with ease. So many of you talk to me about how you feel like life is happening to you and there's nothing you can do about it. You aren't able to create the life you want because of all these outside things that are happening to you. and you feel like you're not making the decisions in your life, but the people and the circumstances around you are responsible for what's happening in your life. This causes you to feel overwhelmed. You feel like a victim, like life is happening to you. But again, through this training here, and then of course my 6-week coaching program on mastering your time, you will learn to live life with intention and on purpose, and you will be able to plan and create every day. What happens then is you are creating your own happiness, the life you want to have, and your own fulfillment. Yeah, you're responsible for creating that. That's what I'm going to teach you here today. And I'm not talking about perfection. Nobody is perfect. Life is not perfect. Life is always going to be 50-50, 50% amazing, positive, joyful things, 50% struggles and challenges and issues and stress. That's life. So we're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to, I'm helping you know how to handle the challenging part of life with ease so you can still be fulfilled, even though 50% of your life is going to be about struggling and challenges and complications and surprises and unintended consequences. Okay, so the first thing I want you to know is you are not your life and your circumstances. What I mean by that is your circumstances in your life are not what's determining how you feel. You are not feeling overwhelmed because of your circumstances. There are circumstances in your life, and then there's you. You choose how you feel. You're probably thinking right now, how can that be? Because I just feel overwhelmed all the time because of my circumstances. That's just feedback. You haven't learned this skill yet. I'm here to teach it to you. We aren't taught this skill in school yet, but you're going to learn it here. What I want you to know is you create your own happiness and the life you want to have, no matter what's going on around you in your circumstances. It's not a personality trait that you might be overwhelmed or scattered or unfocused. A lot of people tell me, oh, it's my personality to be disorganized. No, that's not a personality trait. It is a skill you learn. So, you guys, let's dive in. I want to teach you how to bring intention and purpose and peace to your life, no matter what's going on for you. All right, so the problem that the 4 steps will solve that I will get to is that many of you think you have a problem because you can't control your circumstances. But that's just a given. Of course, you can't control your circumstances. You might choose to have a farm, and then Mother Nature is going to step in and give you fires and freezing weather in early September and in-laws because you chose to farm with the family farm, and you've got in-laws that are not always the easiest to work with. Those are all circumstances you think you have to control to feel better. But I'm here to tell you, you can't control your circumstances. But good news is it's the only thing you can't control. You can't control the circumstances such as your customers and the way they act and the way they complain or criticize or make comments or are disappointed because you ran out of something before they got there. You can't control them. You can't control your employees' thoughts and actions. You can't control your partner, your husband, believe it or not. You can't control your husband. I've tried. It doesn't work. You can't control them. You can't control your kids. All right? You can't control other people's thoughts and feelings and expectations. You can't control the regulations, Mother Nature, the weather. The only thing you can control is your response to all of it. This is what I teach and coach on every single day. When you learn that and you give up this idea that you have to control outside things for you to feel better, when you give up that idea and when you accept that you can't control your external circumstances, then you're going to start to live life feeling so much better. You get to control how you respond to those things. So what I want to tell you is everything can go wrong in your day and blow up, and you can still live your life and your day the way you want to. I have a coaching client. We worked together for the last couple of months, and she would have lost it in her life. She would have been so overwhelmed recently when she was faced with evacuation from fire and a frost that ended her CSA season 5 weeks early in the same day. Not only did she have one huge event with Mother Nature in the fire, she had the second huge event with unprecedented earliest frost on history. And because of her learning the things I teach in my coaching program, she was able to manage it with ease. She was able to face the biggest challenges she's ever faced in her life and handle it with ease and get through it with grace, instead of living in upset and guilt and overwhelm for days and days and even weeks on end. So I just want you to know your life will be so much better when you learn to manage your response to the circumstances that are in your life. Instead of what most people do is they blame the circumstances in their life for how they feel. They say, well, I'm not successful because I live in the wrong location. Our farm is in the wrong place. That's why we're not as successful as the next person. Nope, not true. Or when I change to raising this product instead of that product, then I'll be more successful. Or if I just had different customers, I'd be more successful. Or if the weather would change, I'd be more successful. Or if my spouse would do what he said he was going to do, I'd be more successful. Or if people respected me, then I'd feel better in life. I'm telling you, this is not what makes life better. This is you thinking you've got to change things outside of you in order to feel better. It's going to blow your mind when you start to accept and realize that how wrong that is, because you're giving away your power to all your circumstances when you think those things need to change for you to feel better. The only way to solve that problem is to control the only part of you you can control, and that's your thoughts about what's happening. Okay, so what's not working for many of you today, and what will never work, is this frantic hustle a lot of you have, feeling overwhelmed, thinking you have so much to do and you can't see how you're going to get it all done. Many people will say, I don't see how this is going to work. I don't see how you can teach me how to feel calm even when things are blowing up. And I want you to open your mind to, hey, I'm going to give this a try. I think I can learn how to have a wonderful day even when all the challenges happen to me. I think I can handle this. I think I can learn this new skill. Just notice the difference when you change how you look at it, how it makes you feel. Instead of, I have way too much to do. I don't see how I can ever get this done. I'm at the mercy of everything that's going wrong around me. That's going to make you feel terrible. Instead of, wow, I'm figuring this out. I am learning the skill of managing my own thoughts. Okay, so the frantic hustle is not working. Self-criticism is not working for you guys. I hear from a lot of you things like, it's just a fact. I didn't get it done. I'm not good with my time. I'm not good with people. I'm not good at scheduling. Okay, these sneaky self-criticisms, sometimes they're not sneaky. Some of you are very blatantly criticizing yourself, like, I'm terrible at writing marketing emails. I hear that all the time, things like that. I am tech challenged. I'm terrible with technology. You guys, this sneaky criticism you think is a fact, it's keeping you stuck. All right. Third thing that's holding us back is many of you are trying to do it all. You're trying to do it all. You're trying to do it good, perfectly. You're trying to get it all done. And then you think you will be able to sit back and feel fulfilled once you do it all. And then you think, oh, I'll finally feel like I'm enough and I'm doing enough and I'm worthy of success when I do it all. But the truth is, you can't hustle your way externally to feel fulfilled internally. Okay? You got to feel fulfilled first. You got to feel satisfied with yourself and what you're accomplishing first in order to get more done. I know that sounds like the opposite is true, but when you learn this skill, it's going to change your life. Okay, the fourth way we hold ourselves back is, I know you're all going to relate to this, worry and rumination. Many people think, oh, if I think on this problem enough and I worry about it enough, then I'll figure it out and feel better. This is not logical. It's not how our brains work, but it's what we've been socialized to believe and to do. Guaranteed, my coaching client, if she had not been working with me the last 8 weeks, when she was faced with those two huge Mother Nature events that ended her season 5 weeks early and threatened their very livelihood in their home, no amount of worry and rumination would have fixed that problem, but that's what she would have been doing if she hadn't been coaching with me. Guaranteed. I see so many of you making yourselves sick, whether that's autoimmune diseases or just a challenged immune system, so you're getting sick, or even bigger issues. So many of you are causing yourselves to have health problems with all these things I'm talking about, but especially the worry and rumination. It can lead to depression, and which leads to even worse feeling things happening in your life. So time for you to get out of it. All right. So here's what I want to teach you. This is what you can control. I just went through what you can't control. You can't control your external circumstances. What you can control when you learn how, and I teach you how, is you can control your own mind, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your behavior, your own life. That's what you can control. You can control the results in your life. You can't control external circumstances. You might think, well, that's crazy because my customers are ruining my life. Nope, it's not true. It's what you think. And as long as you think that, you're going to struggle. Your customers are your customers. The laws, the regulations are just facts and circumstances. You can't control them, but you can control everything else. Your thoughts, feelings, actions, your life. How do we do this? All right, here we're diving into the 4 simple steps. They're simple, but most people do not apply these steps to their life. They listen to me talk about them, and then they go away and say, that would be really nice if I could do that. But they don't do it. What I'm going to tell you is your life will transform in the most amazing way possible when you do implement these steps. So I hope you will take on the challenge I've got for you here in making small changes, because that's all it is. It's 4 simple little small changes in life. And of course, I can support you through it with coaching, but this training is going to outline them for you so you can get started on your own. First thing you're going to do is you're going to learn to think and feel on purpose. Most of us let our thoughts and feelings happen to us. Most of us think, oh, I just feel so stressed. And we don't realize that we are making that happen to us. You can't learn to create a life on purpose if you don't learn to manage your thoughts. So that's the first thing you're going to do. Learn to think and feel on purpose. Second thing, you're going to learn that you've got to have planned, productive time, not a to-do list. To-do lists don't work. I know you know that because many of you are probably living with huge to-do lists that never end. Planned productive time includes you're going to learn how to plan how you spend your time. Most people do it wrong. You're going to learn to plan your results ahead of time. Okay, so this is what you want to learn to do, is have planned productive time. Step 3, 4 simple steps to create more time, is you got to have planned pleasure and rest time in your day. All right, I know many of you are like, wait, I don't have time to have rest time, but that's working against you. When you learn the psychology behind having planned pleasure and planned rest time in your day, then you will start to experience that you actually have created more time. Now, many of us, especially as women, but men and women both, we are socialized to believe that we need to deserve time to ourselves, or we need to earn personal time. This is killing us, you guys. You don't need to deserve it. You don't need to earn it. It's your right because you're a human being, but our society wants us to think that. It's what most of us think. All right, the fourth simple step is you need to have an appreciation practice in your life, a daily appreciation practice. Thousands of cognitive studies, science brain research shows the importance of having a gratitude and appreciation practice in your life, a sincere one, whatever this looks like for you. This is the mental aspect of it. This is so important. If you don't have this every single day, you will not live the most fulfilling life you could, and you will feel like you don't have enough time in your days. All right, so let's dive into these a little deeper. Number one, step one, learn to think and feel on purpose. What I want you to know is our brains are wired for survival. Our brains are wired to seek out the negative things. That's why you can go through a day and think, wow, this was the most awful day ever. This and this and this happened. It was a terrible day. It wasn't a terrible day. You're just thinking that because your brain is wired to look out for the negative. But when you learn to be intentional about your thoughts and you learn to look for the positive things or the things that did work out to your advantage or work out and make you feel fulfilled, when you train your brain to look for those things instead of just living in the default of looking for the negative, you're going to have a much better life. All right. If you find yourself saying like, this was such a bad day, it wasn't a bad day. It's that thought that is keeping you stuck, looping on the negative things that happened. You can remember, I taught you this earlier, and my coaching clients know this, and I know this from experience and my education. Your whole day can blow up around you. Everything can go wrong, and you can still feel accomplished and fulfilled at the end of the day because you learned to manage your brain, because our brains are wired to seek out the negative. It's all you're going to see if you don't learn to manage that part of you. All right, I want to talk to you about simple step number 2, planning your productive time. So what I'm going to teach you, and the thought you will want to embrace, is that less is more when it comes to your planning. Most people plan either nothing, like they aren't planning their day, they just have a to-do list, or they plan everything and they've got 25 things on their day and they aren't able to do that, which means you're constantly living in overwhelm, no matter which way you do. If you plan too much or you don't plan at all, you are overwhelmed. So I want you to know you're going to have to learn to plan fewer things. You're going to have to plan the things you want to complete in a day, and that you're going to learn to plan smaller blocks of time with focus time so you can actually complete something during your day, which makes you feel more accomplished, makes you feel more fulfilled, and also leads to more motivation to plan more and accomplish more, complete more things the next day. So this planning productive time is everything. It's what you're going to want to learn to reach your dreams and goals in life. Step 3, for the third simple step, plan your pleasure and rest time. I know when I say this, a lot of people are like, what? I have to plan to rest every day? Well, then I'm never going to get done what I got to get done. But I want to tell you, most people are trying to squeeze in rest time or pleasure only after they get everything done. So they think, well, I will have a rest, I'll have a break when I get this thing done. And sometimes it's 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month, they go without planning any pleasure or rest time. So many people are squeezing in rest time after everything's done. But here's what I want to tell you. Everything is never done. And so many of you are living in this state of like your gas tank is empty. You're on empty all the time because you're waiting for the things to get done before you plan pleasure or rest. But what will change your life is planning the pleasure and the rest time every single day. And I'm not talking about planning things. Like planning pleasure and rest does not mean that, okay, I have to end every day with a massage or a pedicure or a workout at the gym. No. I mean like rest time. Like you're sitting in a chair reading a fiction book or writing a letter to a friend or you're sitting there staring out the window at your beautiful yard. You've worked so hard at keeping tidy and watered all summer. You're sitting there looking at your beautiful dahlia bed or the vegetable garden or the pasture full of Black Angus cattle on green grass. You are planning this every day in your life. And guess what happens? You get more done. You create more time. I know it seems like the opposite is true, but you will learn the more you hang around me that planning that rest time every day is crucial. When you have this rest time, you have way more ability to focus on the work that you have to do during the day because you know that you have the rest time to look forward to at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day or in the middle of the day. Another benefit of this personal pleasure and rest time is it strengthens your immune system. And many of you are struggling with health issues. It's because you've sacrificed your personal rest time in your life. And the more rest you can give yourself, it will strengthen your immune system and you will be able to fight off these things that are happening. You'll be able to overcome depression. More rest time renews your energy. So you actually have more energy during the day to get more done. It also builds up your self-confidence and your self-worth. So make sure you're planning more rest time every single day. Okay, step 4. 4 simple steps. The last step, have an active daily appreciation practice. I like having an appreciation practice rather than a gratitude practice because I find that a lot of my clients have used a gratitude practice to shame and criticize themselves. Like, I'm so grateful that my husband folds all our laundry, which he actually does. But sometimes you are tempted to think, I'm so grateful my husband folds all the laundry and puts it away, and oh darn, I should be doing it. And so that gratitude practice sometimes leads to shame and criticizing yourself. So I like to, it's just a simple change of a word there. I have an appreciation practice. Every single day, I spend a significant amount of time appreciating things, one thing or a lot of things. My husband folds and puts away the laundry every day. I look outside and I see the most amazing dahlias blooming right now, and I appreciate them. I appreciate that I bought some of those from my friend, Lori Jo. And I got some of those from other friends who gave me tubers. I spend maybe 15 minutes just looking at all my dahlias, appreciating that they're thriving and growing and the people that gave them to me. When you do this, when you have this built into your day, this appreciation practice, oh my gosh, it blows your mind how good it makes you feel, how fulfilled you feel, and then how you have the energy and focus to go do the things that you've tasked yourself with for that day. Because you know you have that appreciation practice to look forward to. You got to try it, you guys. It's mind-blowing how helpful this is. All right, as I wrap it up here, the 4 simple steps, I want to remind you that life goes by very quickly. Now that I'm in my 50s and my husband's in his 60s, people are starting to die and pass away around us. I've had customers lose children to accidents. And I'm just very aware as time goes on and the years go by that life goes by very quickly. Every day comes and goes, almost quicker and quicker all the time. Every year seems to go by faster. So do you want to spend your time the way you're feeling most days now? Or do you want to start feeling better now and enjoying more of your life and more of your days, bigger parts of your days? Too many of us are not deciding to enjoy life now, and it goes by very, very quickly. We're letting outside circumstances or other people or email or social media determine how we feel. I'm telling you, it's all 100% within your control to decide how you're going to feel during your days. Okay, so these 4 steps, are going to change your life. I hope you can plan on doing them. Now, if you need more help because you're like, okay, you taught me the 4 steps, I'm really going to apply myself to them, but it would be nice to have some support. This is where you're going to want to get my coaching program, where you have 6 weeks of group coaching from me to help you through these steps and more. This is my new program I've spent the summer creating. Master Your Time, Master Your Life. Go to 3cowmarketing.com/time and read all about it. Let me know if you have questions about it. Sign up. There is no other place you will learn this in your life. And if you don't learn how to manage your brain and manage your thinking, which in turn determines how you feel and the results you get in your life, you're going to continue struggling. I've had so many amazing, incredible results with my clients. I get wonderful testimonials all the time. And my one-on-one time is very limited. I'm mostly run with a full coaching schedule. So I've opened up group coaching on time management to help you. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to learn the process I use to calendar my time and the psychology behind it. Because time management is not about having the right planner or the right calendar or any physical things. Time management, successful time management and feeling good about your life is all about the thoughts you think, the psychology behind it. Okay? No planner is going to make you feel organized, successful, and accomplished. You've got to learn how to manage your thinking around it. So start doing the 4 steps I taught you today. But also, if you need more support than that, join this course. It's going to blow you away. And that's it. That's what I have for you. Registration is open for 1 week only. It will fill up very quickly. And again, you can read all about it at 3cowmarketing.com/time. Let me know if you have any questions. This is the only time this program will be offered in 2020. So I'd love to see you in there. We're going to get started with coaching calls right away. Can't wait. All right. Bye-bye, you guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. For more great resources, check out theprofitablемindset.com. See you next time.